ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pires, Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather round. The Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Facce is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Facce.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Facce.
Well, Dr. Facce. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Facce, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that it is, everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Facce, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 143 songs have been written and released into this world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. We've created 2 feature films this year, Batmark vs. Supermark, and Three's Company, the Breakup Artist. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Facce. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super, if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jamison's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right in the side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BB Poo Poo. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BB Poo Poo, Pee Pee Poo Poo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shiggity Boo Boo. Look, people are still on the fence, Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows, and I'll just let them play through. Facce Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
And then, of course, I saved the world. Saved all the animals and stuff, too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show. Make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Mark says, I did it. 10 Commandments. Markstradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Mark and M's the man now, but I paved the way as the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. Abraham Mark Lincoln? You didn't know it? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver. Remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to beatseat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone, everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you could play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. Who's ready? You guys ready? You ready to make some magic happen? I'm ready.
One night when wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Hey. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. It's Thursday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road
And
today,
it's Renaissance Man.
another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1075 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we've done for 1075, 4 or 5 days in a row. We're going to do it, fam. Yeah, no, I know, Zabros, big deal, 1075. We're doing 1076 tomorrow.
It's good, Mark. Congratulations to 75.
What, 75? 1075? You kidding me? It's nothing, Zabrosk. That's like day one. You know? Zabrosk, how many days have you been alive? 1? Yeah, me too. 1075. Did it with you. I just threw you for a lefty. You're like, oh, you did too, Mark? Just 1? 1075. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne. I know, now that you're here and you're doing the show and you're wheezing, you know, on a daily, yeah, you're part of it, but you're not on the streak or anything, you know, like,
I'm part of the street too, Mark.
no. You're not part of the streak. You're part of the show. You're a fixture on the show, literally a fixture in the studio, because we can't get you out. Kool-Aid guy ditched on us. Yeah. I'm like, hey, where's our Kool-Aid guy? Break down the wall. Take Joanne out. Roll her out. You got to do it. I'm fine with it. She's been stinking up the place, you know. Stop throwing doll hair at me. I got to use my super spider sense here. You know what I mean? When you're Peter Marker and someone throws something at you, I could tell it's coming. I use my aerodynamic situation, and I know what's going on. She's hit me once. I wasn't paying attention. I was in the middle of an ode to the planet, and all of a sudden, Joanne just wasn't happy because I just got finished giving it to her. I was like, Joanne, what are you doing back there? Wheezing it up? You know? What are you doing? You're doing a wheezy situation? We're here trying to do show. We're trying to do Renaissance Man show. And you're just like not part of the show tonight. You're just kind of destroying it with all the wheeziness. You know? Sometimes you expect that she's going to do some sort of research. Call Joe Rogan or something. Be like, what do I do for the wheezy situation? Can I go into like some floating bath? I don't have a bath big enough for that heart. I'm sorry. Magnificent carditis situation, she could fit in a normal bath, yeah. But now, I can't categorize it. That's why we're looking for a whale, a species of whale for the heart. But look, it's something that we all are dealing with, especially Zabrosk. He's got to kind of squeeze by her, and he doesn't want to speak to her because, the wheezing and the way she sounds, the George Soros situation. Yeah, I know, Zabrosk. I'm telling him right now about how you feel. Oh, Zabrosk, you're up, though. No, we can't chat about this, Zabrosk. You got to be into it. I hope you give us a good one tonight. Give me your woo-woo. Woo-hoo! Dang it, how did you do that? How did you do that? You're right in the middle of a chatteroo. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, Mark, and then you get right into a woo-hoo and you kill it? I know, that's right, I forgot. Grammy winner. He goes, Mark, I'm a Grammy winner.
I get it, Zabrosk. Bragging much? Whatever. Look, you got a Grammy. Woo of the year. I get it. Like signatures everywhere. People are like stopping him in the streets. Are you Zabrosk? Yeah, Zabrosk. Can you give me a woohoo? No, I'm over it. What? No, don't please. I gotta get a signature. Can you sign it? Woohoo. Zabrosk, woohoo to Tommy. And then Tommy gets it. And he's chilling. He's so happy to have that signature from woohoo Zabrosk, I know, Zabrosk, I know you started charging money. I thought that was a little low of you. You're out there charging for your signatures now? Like, really? You get $75 a signature? Are you kidding me? Why aren't you doing this for posterity? Where you're trying to save the planet. And you're here trying to milk the cow? How has it been a hobby? I'm paying you from petty cash. Joanne, how are we doing back there in petty cash? What? You spent it on heart medication? Joanne, you can't do that. We need that to pay Zabrosk, Listen, sometimes you think you have what it takes, in the petty cash register. And then Zabrosk, he comes in, he tells you that he's making 75 ducats every single time he goes out and signs a signature. 3 yesterday? Are you kidding me? You made 225 yesterday just walking down the street being Zabrosk? Need a Grammy, guys. You get a Grammy? You're doing a Zabrosk situation. You're out there, you want a signature? Give me $75. How do you work that? I just want to know, Zabrosk, like, how are you doing that? Like, you're walking in, yeah, you want my signature? 75 friggin' bucks. You tell him to Venmo you? That's pretty crazy. Hey, yeah, you could Venmo me and I'll take my hand on a pen and do a woohoo. You could look at that. Every time you look at that woohoo, you're going to hear my woohoo. That's what you tell him? Okay, Zabrosk, when he's doing it and he's in the middle of his Zabrowski moment, like I'm almost in awe. I've never seen anybody there, like at that level where I told you the angels came down one night. We're in the middle of that show. We're getting ready for it. She's back here friggin' wheezing it up, Zabrowski came out of nowhere to cut the tension of the wheezing and the drawers opening in and out to file the Zabrowski file. And she's doing it. And he's like, woohoo! Angels were coming down from heaven. Said they were going to try to save the planet. They were like, this is it. This is the second coming. They start coming down. They're like, whoa! Together in unison, the most beautiful sound until cracked like a sheet of ice road trucker situation. And like 18-wheeler going, Zabrowski comes out of nowhere at the woohoo. The angels stopped singing. They start whispering, maybe it's not time yet. There's still a chance. They went back up. We have Zabrosk to thank for that. It will be Ben Affleck that we thank for the asteroid when it's, almost destroys our planet, but Affleck gets out there and he takes one for the team. But not really. I mean, because there's not even a bump. Doesn't have a bump. No cut. No blood. We don't know what he's made of. Some people think titanium. Definitely a subplanetary system. He came from somewhere in the galaxy, and we're working it out. But you can't drive anywhere near an Affleck head. If there happens to be an Affleck head on location shooting a film, good luck. Good luck getting like normal necessities with your milk and eggs. Oh, I'll be back, honey. Okay, see you in 15 hours. Yeah. You were like, usually it's a 15-minute drive. You go to the store, you come back with your eggs. You came back, the milk had turned. You had you were starting to deal with one of those large situations where there's on the top, it was starting to settle. No good. And you realize that it would have been better if you went to the other store in the other direction. It was actually 15 minutes away. Yeah. You're like,
I like the other one. I like Cosgrobs.
I get it. Cosgrobs is cool. When you're at Cosgrobs and you they say they have their specials, you grab the circular at Cosgrobs and you're like, I can't wait to grab some of that Cos. And you what are we talking about? Grab Cosgrobs? have been great if I didn't break character on that one. Oh, Cosgrove. What if I realized in that moment how I'm always coming up with some stupid stuff at the Costco? No. I was like, I don't even know. I thought of like Krausers, Wawa, Krausers, and Costco all at the same time as Cosgrove. When you get in Cosgrove and they got the circular there and they're like 2 for the price of none. And when you get in there and you're looking and you're like, yeah, I got the deal of the day, you know, but really you didn't. Plus they also upped the price. They did one of those gags where they're like, oh yeah, it's a sale. And you went in there and you're pretty sure you saw two good and plenty for $1 the other day. And now it's 2 for $2 and you got 2 for none. So you're like, but you did the deal anyway. You're like, I got a good deal. You know, you believe what you hear a little too much. You know what I mean? I can't help you when you're doing that. When you're sitting there on the sidelines, you know, you first of all tried to go the long way around an Affleck head. You're like, oh, it won't be that long. I'll be right back. Good luck. You had to freaking spend the night at the hotel. Yeah, I forgot that part. You were like, honey, I don't know where the hell I am. Yeah. Look, you know, next time, remember when you hear all over the news, Affleck's in town on location, and you don't want to get that urge to be like,
Let me take a little peek on the way to the store.
okay. You got a peek, all right. You couldn't freaking get around it. You're like, holy freaking hell. What is that thing? What? You're like, there's, you know, state troopers along the way just like leading the path, you know. Sir, what the hell? What is it? What am I looking at over there? Oh, that's an Affleck head. What? Yeah, that's an Affleck head. A what? That's Ben Affleck right there. That's his massive head. That ridiculous thing blocking the sun is Ben Affleck's head? Correct. How do we never seen this before? Oh, they shoot him with 374 cameras and then they stitch it. And then in post, zoom him down. They're zooming him down so he doesn't look too awkward on film with like Garner. You know, Garner's a one camera shoot, you know. Luigi, you're killing it. You are killing it when it comes to shooting Garner with your one cam. You're doing it. The team back here, they got a little bit of a difficult, you know, run at it. You know, I was talking to Lisa the other day and she's like, look, you know what? I just can't stand that I always have to shoot this portion of his neck. Like, why can't I get, you know, like his chin or his smile? Like, and by smile, she meant like the one tooth, because that's as much as you can get on an Affleck head with a super wide angle lens on the greatest camera ever made in the history of time. You gotta stand back to see a full Affleck. You can't look straight at the Affleck. It's like the sun. If you do, you may go blind, Medusa style. Some people think, oh, he's so good looking. If you shoot him with 874 cameras and you miniaturize him, yes, he's very good looking. If you're in person with him, you're trying to figure out how to scale him. Oh, I'm a young guy. I'm really good at, you know, adventure stuff. I want to get on there. Where's my rope? I want to harness it. I'm going up to the top of Affleck. You get to the top of Affleck. You're calling your friends. Guys, I'm up here. You're not going to believe what it's like up here on the top of Affleck. Yeah, no, I can see Disney, but I could also see, I don't even know how this is possible, Paris from here. I'm looking at the Eiffel. Yeah, no, I'm high enough. By the way, no curvature. Just letting you know, there is a curvature to Affleck's head, though. Yeah, this thing is pretty massive. I'm thinking if all goes wrong and things go like we think they're going to go, we could all man like Affleck head, like it's a raft. We're doing like a Affleck of the Ark situation. The Affleck, I figure if we carve out the Affleck head one day after the asteroid, and maybe nothing happens on the asteroid. So what are we going to do there? Yeah, I know that's not going to work. But look, guys, the views. Look, I left the friggin' rope. Why don't you come bring your harness? You're not man enough to come up top, Affleck? Come up, hang out with me, chill it. We're doing it. I'm looking out over here, got the Eiffel over there. What are you doing tonight? You're barbecuing tonight? Are you kidding me? What do you got there? Steak? That's good. I mean, that's good, but I'm up here doing it. You know what I mean? And you're down there staking it. You could stake it tomorrow.
You could stake it next Tuesday. You could stake it any day you want. How often are you able to see an Affleck on site, right? Because this is a rare situation. This is like seeing that cardinal, the first bird of the spring that you see is a cardinal, which is a good luck situation. You do it. You got a cardinal situation. That's where I'm at. I saw the great white whale and I'm driving by. I could not see it. All of a sudden I'm like, where did the sun go? It's eclipse style. I look over, there's Affleck head. I'm like, holy freak. I jump out, I'm running. I'm like, I don't want to go and miss him. You can't miss him. By the time he gets up to move, a day goes by. That's why it's impossible to shoot an Affleck film. It takes 7 years just to shoot him with all the cameras, supersize, miniaturize, make him, look normal next to a Jennifer Garner. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying is when he does it, it looks normal afterwards. But like when we're doing it here, we're all like scratching our friggin' heads. Like, how does anybody believe this? Yeah, no, I know it's CGI. We wrap it up. It's not an easy task. Look, an Affleck movie is 99.9999% like cinematography, After Effects program, Stitcheroo, and we're also within that, we're stubbling up his face because that's hard to see with the size, we're dealing with a surface the size, Oklahoma, roughly. I know that's more of a square situation. He's got more of a round situation, but it's massive, That's why we have so many different episodes of Ben Affleck head. I mean, seriously, when you're dealing with a curious case of Ben Affleck head, it's the opposite of when you're doing Benjamin Buttons. You know what I mean? Like his head's just getting bigger, That's the weird thing. Like Benjamin Buttons at least was getting younger. It's like, oh my goodness, you're Brad Pitt? That's amazing. Holy cow, Brad Pitt in the house, right? But when you're doing an Affleck head situation, you're doing the opposite of the Benjamin Button situation, and your head is just getting more massive on a daily. One day, it's a question of what is going to take over as far as moving the poles, as far as like earthquakes. Right now we're basing everything based on something called a Schumann resonance. If you need more information on this, you need to check out a couple of my friends. First of all, Wages World, the man, he knows everything about this and he could share it in detail. All right. But you could also check with my friend Verte. Verte will drop some knowledge on you. And together they got a 1-2 Magoo punch. And you're like, oh, I got it all. So do it. All right. Don't get fresh because of the Schumann situation. But when it comes down to what's really going on in the world, that's when you come here, Renaissance Man program. Okay. It's called the Affleck resonance. When you got an Affleck resonance and everything's working off of the steps that Affleck takes, and when he decides to jump when he's playing basketball one-on-one, who's playing? You could fit in the court with him, right? Yeah, I know. Look, I'm just going to continue hanging out. Oh, hold on, he's moving. Hold on. Affleck, stop moving. I'm freaking up here on the top of your noggin. Stupid nog. What the heck? Take that freaking nog, right? You know what I mean? I hope you got insurance for this nog, because this thing is massive. How do you travel? They have like a 757-99er. It's a jumbo jet. It's one of a kind for just Affleck head. That's what I'm hearing. At least that's what I'm thinking based on this girth. I think it may not be safe to allow this thing to travel, around the planet. If we are, I'm just thinking here's another possibility. If we are on a flattish type of situation and Affleck's allowed to move onto the outer portions of the flatter area of the situation, we could do a topsy-turvy. You know what I mean? All of a sudden we're looking upside down. Where did everything go? Water's down, up is due. You know what I'm saying, right? Look, it's a possibility. We should keep Affleck in the center equator situation. We don't want to give him any projects in the unsafe zones like Australia. You start getting closer to Antarctica. Ooh, I'll tell you what, you're starting to deal with it. You're starting to deal with all of a sudden, what's going on over here? I'm starting to feel, you ever been on one of those things where always you feel it? You're on a chair and all you feel like you can't even get your balance. Uh-oh, this thing's going. You're on that boat. All of a sudden, you think that thing's going to tip. That's right. It freaking tipped. You're upside down. You don't know where the heck you are. You're looking, I don't even know what the heck you're seeing anymore. I'm pretty sure we just fall. Yeah. I know. I'm not a, cosmetologist. Yeah, no, okay. No, thank you. I'm going to take a couple pictures, send it to you. All right. No, Milton, I just think you should have been here. You know what I mean? Top of Affleck head. This is one of my bucket list items. When you put them down, you're like, one day I want to go and see the Grand Canyon. I want to go and see, I want to do all of, the wonders of the world. And of course, I'm not going to miss the Affleck head. That's the eighth wonder of the world. If you missed Andre the Giant, they called him that. No, Affleck head. It was a thing that nobody realized there would be a guy eventually with a head the size, of a small country. But there is now, They have to work out a special cave for him one day in order to keep him safe. Because he's our only hope against the asteroids. That freaking Affleck, right? Yeah, no, I'm going to take it down. I'll leave I'll leave this rope tied to his ear. Maybe he'll not realize it's here on his ear. He won't realize it's here on his ear, Milton. Okay. Yeah, I'm sending photos now. Jeez, pushy. Why don't you just get your butt up, bring some steak, and we can eat some steak sandwiches up here. You know what I mean? Throw some onions, throw some mushrooms, throw some little whatever, a little chipotle mayo on that puppy. Bang, bagety boo. We're at the top of Affleck. We're having steak, cheese, Philly cheesesteak with some little chipotle mayo. Ooh, I'm doing it. No, I'm saying you too. We do it here together. Have a good time. And by the way, bring like a 6-packer. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to bring like a 6-pack of Nat. You got like a 6-pack of Molson. You're up there, you're like,
Dude, do you have any Newcastle?
you get the freaking Newcastle, you bring it down, Sammy A. I'm going to bring a little Sammy A down. You're coming in, you're doing it, you're hanging out. I'm up here. You could toss it like into the rope situation and just bring it up, and you slide it up because it's about a 7 hour and 47 minute, hike / pull up to the top of Affleck. Yeah, 7 miles up to the top of them. Yeah. I'm gauging. I'm an experienced climber. I'm thinking I did about 7 miles straight up. You're up for it, though. Bring the steak. Bring the steak sandwiches. Look, we're getting towards kind of like it's darker now. I think I heard a wolf, so get your hind butt over here. You know what I mean? Let's do it. You bring it in, and I'll... Come on, man. Are you serious? You're not going to come down and do that? We have steak sandwiches up here at top, boys, the brothers, drinking a couple natties, doing it, Come on. This is a story for your great-great-grandkids one day. I was at the top of Affleck head. Really? Yeah, that's right. I did it. What are you going to tell them? I made a steak sandwich in the backyard with my cousin. Yeah, whatever, Milton. Look, I'm giving you an opportunity, a legendary moment. You don't want a legendary moment? Something you can look back at one day and be like, I did it. I was there. I was the guy atop of Affleck. I had a freaking steak sandwich. I put some Chipotle mayo on. Don't forget that. I want some Chipotle mayo on my freaking steak sandwich. You do it. Philly cheesesteak style, okay? And a 6-pack. At least, we're up here. You want to do a 12er. This is a place where you party for the night. I could make a freaking fire up here if we can get some wood. Dude, bring a backpack. Throw some wood in the back, right? Bring it up to the top. We're camping for the night. Throw your camper in too. Can you do that? Like the tent? Throw a little double-decker tent in there. Right in your backpack. Steak sandwich goes in there. You could hide it in the tent. Throw the wood inside the bag with the tent, with the food. Holding the natty light or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that one you got to work out. You got to figure that one on your own, Up to the top. I'm there. I'm up here right now. Like literally, I'm waiting for you. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Milton, last chance. I'm going to be taking photos. I'm going to be sending them to Affleck, see if he'll sign them for me. Affleck, remember the time I went rogue? I was roguing at the top of your head. And I'm going to leave a note. I invited my friend Milton to bring some steak sandwiches to have a Philly cheesesteak with me, and friggin' Milton left me in the lurch. Yeah, no, you did. I called you. You were my one call. I got one call from my service is going. My phone is dead. This is the one call. This is like you could be a millionaire's call. Like, who would be a call like Regis Philbin style? Oh, to be a millionaire. You do it. You grab the call. It was you. And you failed at your task. A failure at your task is a failure at life. I think you should just quit being my friend. Lose the number. You can't come bring me a steak sandwich here at Top of Affleck. I get it. I understand the type of friend you are. Have fun with your cousins and the story you get to tell your great grandkids one day about the steak sandwich you had in the backyard. Yeah, no, I'm done. See ya. The phone's dead. Yeah. You know, what a jerk, right? You know, sometimes when you're doing it and you're just looking for some sort of, you know, like support, I'm up here looking out top of the freaking Affleck. Milton's always been a bit of a square, though. I mean, what was my thought? That's on me, guys. That one's on me, you know? Like, I got one call. I'm going to call Milton. Just even think about his name, Milton. Now, if your name is Milton out there, doesn't mean I don't like you. I'm just saying, I got to call Milton? And when it comes down to it, I couldn't call like a Chaz, you know? Or Ricky. Hey, Ricky. What's going on? Look, I'm at the top of freaking Affleck head. Ricky would have been here already. I know it. Don't even get me into Donnie. I call Donnie. Donnie comes up with a freaking keg. I don't even know how I got it up here. I can get Milton to do a thing. You know, it's times like this that I realize I'm out of my freaking mind. I want a steak too, JP. Why the hell keep talking about steak? I want a freaking Philly cheesesteak. I want one so badly right now. Oh, fam and friends. So that was a 37-minute intro plus the intro. What do you guys think of the new intro? Do you like it? I'm so excited to have an intro to the show. By the way, I'm thinking about making it the outro to the show too. And when I do the see you guys later, have a good night, love you. You know the whole bit because I do love you guys. I say good eve, drop it off. And when I peace out, I push the button and allow you guys to say goodnight to each other for a little while because they cut us off way too soon. So I think what I'll do is I'll run that through it once, maybe even twice. I mean, I was thinking if I'm working, but I just can't be on the air, I may just leave it on for a while, let it run through a bunch of times and you guys can hang out in the chat and just be like, hey, what's up? And you never know. I may come back out for a few minutes at the end and I'll just leave it on for another, little bit. So these are a couple things I'm thinking about doing just as an option. But outside of that, I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. I'm thinking about when you go to my website, you will see that. But there's a couple of edits I still have to make. I realized during the demo that things got shifted around because I was moving so many things in and out of the bit. I added on today, as you may have seen, to the Dr. Evil clip. So Dr. Facce became a part of it. And I think that may continue to be like added on to. And I may just redo it at some point and redo a whole different thing. But Tad, my brother, good to see you. Let me jump in here and say hi to everybody. It has been 37 minutes of you watching me improvise some crazy, crazy nonsense. I hope you were enjoying that and entertained. I forgot to get everybody from TikTok on. It's terrible because, that was a really good bit. But what are you going to do? You can't stop a bit when you're in the middle of a good bit because of freaking, TikTok. What are we talking about over here? It's day 1075 in a row. It's pretty insane, isn't it? I got to say, I'm pretty pumped about that. Is that the right one? I'm not sure. I'm going to just put it in here. But we're pretty close, guys. We're 20 days away from the end of the year, officially. And 19 days away from the end of my year on Renaissance Man, where we literally start year 4 in a row. The gravity of that is starting to weigh down, where I'm like, holy freaking cow, I've invested so much time and energy into this show every day, over 1,000 days. And I think that when you are looking for spiritual growth, you need to develop the things that you were meant to develop. And if you take the time and do it over a 10-year period, or you decide to cram it into 3 years and do it every single day, everybody has a different way of working. I believe my way of working is the way that I need to work. I create in the moment, and then we just keep going. And the hope is that we keep creating because we allow, because we're not coming in with any preconceived notions. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about any day. I have no idea what I'm going to improvise. I have no idea. I mean, obviously, I've now worked on that Affleck bit so much. Some of the things keep coming back because now they're reference points, and then we just slide off and do other things. And that's what it is. You'll hear one piece that you're like, oh, I've heard that. Maybe if you're in tuned enough, you'd be like, oh, I've heard that. And then all of a sudden we drive off and do some other crazy thing with it. And that's the whole point of the show, is to take the things that are the formation of it and then drive off and find new areas to explore. And together it's an adventure. And that's why I think this is a place that if we all gather and we all come together in order to find the peace, so to speak, and get into it a little bit more, we're going to find that happiness is a lot easier to come by if you start with a place that's coming from happiness, and you head over from there to do something else, like anything. This is an interesting thing. I heard somebody else say this recently. It was the Chaz Palminteri. Tad, thank you so much, my brother. First, I do want to say hi to Sid, to Jacqueline Grace, to JP, to Kathleen Danford, Pamela Swan, Renee Woods, S. Coop, Sub-Zero Carrie, so good to see you as always. Tad McNally, Trish Killian. I want to say hi to Kirby and Sunico and Paul and Papa and Mike Allen and Tick. I'm saying hi to everybody over here. And Trish, you over there? Yes! Oh, that's so awesome. Trish, I'm going to put you in here. I think I could put you in as my, let me see. How do I put you in as a mod? Because that would be helpful to have somebody over there. Guys, we are live day 1075 in a row, Renaissance Man Show. I'm so sorry you missed a 37-minute, pretty crazy live improvisation. But we're here tonight to connect like we've been doing for 1,075 days in a row. We are marching towards my 4th year in a row live every single day for 2+ hours. We continue to write songs live in the moment. There's 143 songs from 2021 on iTunes. We're going to create some sort of comedy, more comedy tonight. I have some more green screen stuff to do. So if you want to head over to YouTube and join the family, give me a follow here. Remember, I've been live for 1,075 days in a row. Wouldn't you want to see if that continues? Give me a follow. Is that guy really going to be live again tomorrow and the day after for 1,000, for 1,100 days, for 1,200, for 13, 14, 1,500 days? Why don't you follow and find out? Because I will be. And I've been here for almost 1,100 days in a row. You didn't know about it because the suppression is real. I saw the other day somebody was trying to go after me, and I'm like, this guy must be some genius. Must be the funniest guy in the world. Must be some musician. Must be the greatest musician in the world. And when I went to his page, I was like, there's no talent at all. This is not, there's no talent, no singing, no music, no comedy, nothing. In fact, you know what he was doing? He was a mouthpiece for the propaganda, saying you should go out and get the bugaboo and all this stuff. And I'm like, that's weird. 750,000 followers to a guy who's out there telling you to go and do the thing they want. The guy who's out here delivering passion for 1,000+ days and peace, total in the moment, positivity, live songwriting, comedy. Let's hold that guy down. We don't want the message out there. We don't want the people to understand that there are others out there that love. We all hate each other, guys. Scroll. This is what we're dealing with. You know what I mean? We're in a 2021 situation where people don't understand that there's a lot of heart left in this world. Why don't we stop pushing each other down and start lifting each other up. I'm sick of living in a world where everybody wants to tear each other down. They want to take a friggin' pickaxe out every second of the day. I'm sorry. I cut myself off from everything. I started my own show 1,075 days 1,075 days ago. And we've been here every day since. And when we're here, nothing can penetrate what we're doing. This is where we come together. This is where we realize, yeah, negativity's everywhere. But why not leave it at the door? Why not just show up here once a day and say, here, I don't have to do that. I don't have to go after anybody. In fact, I could be like supportive when someone says something, especially something vulnerable. Because the host is vulnerable for 1,000+ days every day. Because going without a script, writing songs without a script, writing a song about the LGBTQ community, about Kyle Rittenhouse, all the songs I've written here, I write them because I'm not afraid to let the moment speak. And I said this because it's true. Anybody who's going to write a song about the LGBT community should take a pen out and make sure you get it right. But you know what? I got it right. I did it in the moment. I got it right. It's a funk tune. In fact, I may play it for you guys because it's such a great song. As I said, who's going to write a song about? There's 1,075 songs right now on 1,075. There's 143 songs on iTunes from just this year. We're releasing 2 more albums this month. In fact, I'm going to be writing some songs. You know what? Forget about playing you that. We're going to write a song right now. What are we talking about? Playing that. We're writing a freaking song. I just changed my strings too. I can't wait to see what these things sound like. Like when you change your strings, it's an exciting moment. I'll tell you why. The sound is just dynamic. I can't wait to see. I haven't even played them yet. Okay, here's the backdrop. Tom Brady. There he is. He's doing it. I have a really funny Back to the Future mark we're probably going to put out. When the movie comes together, I'm going to use that because it's him basically winning like 9 Super Bowls or 30-something Super Bowls. And the last one, his great-great-grandson catches the Super Bowl, the final Super Bowl touchdown pass. It's a crazy story, but it probably will come true. That guy's pretty ridiculous. So let's see what I could come up here. It's a Christmas season, so we do have to come up with, I think, 6 more. We have 6 more songs to come up with. Give me a follow if you guys haven't yet. This is day 1,075 in a row of this. We come together, we write songs in the moment. If you guys want to, you can support this program many ways. Plus, you could also go to markpires.com and buy a CD. People now can buy CDs. Anybody who's into CDs, I'll print it out here now. And literally, I'm on the way to printing like every album that's out. And I got the artwork together today. Check this out. Everything is Possible is the new. It's not. This is album 8, I think, of the year. But I'm going back now, making CDs of every single one. And when you order them, I will sign. This is not the CD, but I'll sign the. In fact, let me take this out. I should put one of the CDs in now because this is them. I'm getting double CDs because these are double CDs. Almost every one of the albums at the beginning is. And that's the intro or inside. Little information here. There's the back with the songs on it. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be. It's a great idea. I'm so glad that Jacqueline and Trish, I think it was Trish too, was asking. And a few people were asking for CDs. And I said, you know what, let me start figuring out I could print a couple one-offs. But then I wound up getting the most amazing printer for CDs. And I wound up just working out a deal to get that. I upgraded, get all the printer ink that I need. And now I worked it out. I mean, I'm printing out, I could print out as much as, as many as I want at a time, but I'll do them by the order. And they're only, the philosophy here is it costs me time, money, and the packaging, which is not cheap anymore. The CDs are not cheap anymore, but I'm doing it. And for $18, you can get a CD. For $15, you can sign up for a subscription. And every month I'll send you the new CD because every month I'm putting out a new CD for the rest of my days. So without further ado, let's come up with a Christmas song. We've been doing that. Last night I wrote a beaut. I'm in the middle of downloading it. But if you were here at all, shout out and say hello. New strings, like I said. Let's see what they... You can just hear it. Sounds better right there, the A. There's a rich sound to it.
Santa's on the run.
That's coming out in the next couple days. All right, there we go. That can go. In the way. Don't affect my play, dude.
Christmas time come, hold close every day. Gotta get a baseline on the way.
while the kiddos are sleeping. I come creeping in to grab my share of the gifts. They can smell me coming from a mile away. It's Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch, he's vile as can be. He's a guy you don't want to be anywhere near. If Christmas time comes, you gotta lock up your doors, lock all your windows too. Cause the Grinch he coming inside for all your gifts and take them too. Oh, Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. The Grinch come sliding in through the window. Bring his sack in too, fill it up to the brim. Out the door he go, from house to house, taking it all up to his cave. And you know he will never give it back, no. Got a grin on his face from ear to ear. It's Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Oh, 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 Mr. Grinch. Yeah. Mr. Grinch. Yeah, 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 Mr. Grinch. May you come down, see the havoc that been raised. Call out the town folk who's come to the center. We'll have a brigade. No brave souls in the crowd wanna go and get their stuff back in Santa Road and live by the fire. Yeah, the Grinch even took the cookies and the milk. He drank them up and take them down and eat them cookies. Yeah, he said you could hear the sound shattering through the village. Oh, smell it still and everyone knows it. Yeah, they thought they got gifts, but they got no roses. They got the Grinch, he took it all away. He went up to his cave, he's got it to himself. We gotta plead with him, can we get them back please, Mr. Grinch? Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch.
go the president's way. Yeah, you can't get them back no way. We beg and we plead, he just smiling water. We can't find a way to get our gifts back from Santa Claus. They had our daughter's name on it, Susie. Yeah, and Tommy and Billy and Derek and Charles and all the little kids that crying out of sleep tonight. Oh, Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch, oh. Mr. Grinch. Oh, Mr. Grinch, oh. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Can we please get his back, Mr. Grinch? You can come over for dinner, I swear you can be a prince, Mr. Grinch. Oh, would you know, Mr. Grinch? Spark opens up in his heart. Yeah, he starts to smile for a different reason. Yeah, looking at the little kids with tears is no longer appealing. Now he's gotta do something more. So he gives, so he opens up and he shares all of the toys he took. He finds little Susie, yeah, he finds little Timmy and Charles and all that little boys and girls. And Mr. Grinch becomes our biggest hero. Yeah, it's like a second Santa Claus. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Grinch. No more bad stories tell about Mr. Grinch. No, he's a good guy, yeah. Came out of his hole, brought out all of his toys, gave them back to the boys, girls, everybody. Yeah, oh, it's Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Mr. Grinch. I can hear the sleigh bells ringing. I can imagine all the Thanksgiving when the kids come down the stairs. 364 days of waiting. The time's finally right. Santa Claus is right. Call on Santa Claus, bring those toys for the kids. They can't wait, oh, they've been waiting for a year now. They can't wait to run downstairs and see what they got. With the goodness here, that's for you to decide. It's for you to decide, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town. Riding on the sleigh, going ho, ho, ho all the way. Yeah, Santa Claus is coming to town. All the little boys and girls are fast asleep tonight. They can't wait for the morning to come. I hope he's here now. No, he's not. Gotta keep my eyes closed so can make sure he brings a gift for me. Doesn't leave me behind. Yeah. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Yeah, 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 yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town, 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 town. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and Santa Claus is coming to town. To town, town, town. Santa Claus is done his job. He passed the gifts to all the boys and girls. He can't wait to go back to the North Pole, lift his feet up on the couch and sit by the fire, let it all slip by. 365 more days to my next night out. The boys got rid of. Can't wait to see you again, my friend. I'll be here with Mrs. Claus, my friend. The night Santa Claus came to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, ta-da-da. Oh yeah, to town, ta-da-da. Going to town, ta-da-da. Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town, town, ta-da-da. Santa Claus is coming to. Santa Claus is coming to town. I don't know. That was fun. 2 Christmas songs in a row. We did 2 recreations. The Grinch, and then we did... Holy cow, you guys missed it on YouTube. You should have been on YouTube. Probably looked better with the green screen. Guys, how was that? I can't believe I just wrote a new Santa Claus is Coming to Town and Grinch. I wrote a new song, the Grinch song. Grinch. Mr. Grinch, Mr. Grinch, oh, Mr. Grinch, yeah, oh, Mr. Grinch, Mr. Grinch, yeah, 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 Mr. Grinch, yeah.
Wow. A couple of tunes, fam. A couple of new tunes. I got to download those. Did I get the one from yesterday? Yeah, I did. I started downloading it. It's really crazy. Man, the one from yesterday is good. It's almost 3.5 minutes. No, it's just about 4 minutes with the outro. It's 4 minutes, and it's like, it's a cool tune. I think that was called Merry Christmas, and then we did this the other day. I'm going to play it for you guys right now. This is our first Christmas song that I've released, at least. We're doing a full album. If you guys don't know that, we're doing an album, a Christmas album, to go along with the other 11 albums that have been released so far this year. That's right. We've done 11 freaking albums. It's crazy, right? Here it is. This is a little Santa Claus message for you. For all you naughty folk. So Trish Killian says, you know, Mark, it would be really cool if you wrote a song like about the people, like in the 60s, they did these like goofy songs like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. And that's the first song I thought of when Trish said that, you know, do a song that's like 60s oriented goofy tune. And I wrote this. Let me know what you think. It's called A Charcoal Christmas. Okay. Goofy for Christmas song, like the 60s, she said. I didn't get the present I wanted today. I was very clear when I made my list for Santa Claus. My parents always said, if you're rotten, you're going to get cold instead. Well, I guess it's time to make it right. Whoa, I'm sitting with cold here this Christmas. Instead of that 57 Corvette. Yeah, I'm sitting here again on Christmas. Oh, with coal up to the sky instead. What's the deal? If you're gonna give me coal, why even wrap it up? Just leave the coal under the friggin' tree. I could put it into the chimney and light it up. But you wrap it up in double ply wrapping paper. Yeah, so I'm so excited I feel the weight. I'm saying there must be something really cool in here. And then I open it up and see a big pile of coal with a letter that says you're an asshole. Oh, that's not okay. That Santa would say such a thing to me. Oh, and then he delivers this big pile of coal into my living room. Oh, I can't even get a broom to get this out anymore, 'cause there's so much soot I can't get it out of my house. It's kaput. I got to go, I got to move, but nobody wants to buy my home now. Yeah, it's now a biohazard situation. Yeah. The worst damn Christmas ever. Oh yeah. The worst damn Christmas ever. Oh yeah. I got coal under the Christmas tree today. Yeah, with a letter that says I was an asshole. Oh, that's not okay. Oh, Santa, I'm going to get my own sleigh. I'm going to come after you today. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Going to find a map, maybe see if I can find Vigiluki, see if he can give me the way to get into North Pole. I gotta go after that whole named Santa Claus. Yeah, he decided to give me charcoal. What the heck, man? Yeah. Oh, it's Christmas, yeah, charcoal Christmas time, yeah.
a charcoal Christmas. Yeah, I'm living a charcoal Christmas, a charcoal Christmas. Yeah, it's a charcoal Christmas. Yeah, it's a charcoal Christmas.
Throw that pick. Throw that pick. When you write a song like that, Charcoal Christmas in the moment. But we just wrote 2 songs tonight. We wrote... Oh, this is...
Santa's on the run.
This is going to be dropped. Guys, you just heard the other one. This is coming at you in a couple days.
Santa's on the run. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Santa's on the run. Run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Whoa, whoa, Santa's on the run. Run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Whoa, whoa. Santa's on the run. Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run. Dun, 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 yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, yeah. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph, run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 yeah. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run. He's on the run. He's got to duck in and out of every house, get in and out as fast as he can, like he's casing the place. He's got to go find his way to the next place. He's got to drive some steps down the friggin' chimney down in the bottom there. You hope it don't get burned there. Who would leave a fire going while they were sleeping? I don't know. That Santa Claus knows whose house is safe to do or which ones he's got to put the extinguisher down first. And then he comes down, yeah, he's over there, so roly-poly, comes down with magic, sitting there in your living room. He got himself some milk, got himself some chocolate chip cookies. He's dipping them in, he's taking a little dipperoo and he's dipping, and he's thinking, he's like a Dick Facce fan, because he's gonna dip that biscuit, because he's gonna dip that chocolate chip cookie in the milk first. And you know there's drippings on the plate, because you know Santa Claus can't get it all in his mouth. He's overweight. Hey look, he's Santa Claus. What you gonna do? You can't be mad at the big boss. He's out all night. He's gotta come bring his gifts to say, you gotta say good night, little boy, little girl. Then wake up, don't come downstairs, because Santa Claus is here. If he's doing it and he sees you, he's gonna get scared and run away. Gonna go back up the chimney, gonna go into his sleigh, go out another day. You won't see him for another 365 days in a row. You're gonna wait for him to come back again. You keep your eyes closed and hope that this time he comes, this time he leaves a gift, because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss him again.
Santa Claus, I'm sorry. Can I go back to maybe bring me 2 gifts this time?
No, stupid kid, you shouldn't have come down the first time. Now I gotta get rid of the evidence. And I'm going with the chocolate chip cookie. Going back to the sleigh, gonna eat it all night, you see. Going to the next house, I'm going scrum-diddly-dumptious. I got my milk, I got my dippin', I'm going down, I'm gonna sip it. Going down to the bottom of the chimney, gotta bring the gifts with me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that's what we do, the hip-hopping, hip-chop-chopping, go rockin' and roll. Yeah, that's the doing every night, yo. And that's what we're doing every day, cause you know that Santa Claus, yeah, oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, Santa's on the run, 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 Rudolph, run, run, Rudolph, yeah. Oh, Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the Santa's on the run, run, yeah. Santa's on the run, say yeah, yeah, yeah. So Santa's on the run, yeah. Oh, Santa's on the run, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, Santa's on the run, yeah, yeah, yeah. Santa's on the run, yeah, 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 yeah. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run. Yeah. Get the job done. Yeah. Santa's on the run. Run, 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 run. Santa's on the run. Run, 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 run. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, 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 run. Santa's on the run, run. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Santa's on the run. Santa's on the run, yeah, Woo! Santa's on the run got an extra overload tonight. Guys, you better make sure that goes in the song, Mark. All that rapping. What was I saying? Some of that stuff was tying in nice. Woo! Ho! There was a couple lines there that just all of a sudden flew together beautifully. I love that everything happens in the moment here. I have to say, it baffles me how people are scrolling by something that's going on like that in the moment. Like, oh, I can't wait to see what other garbage I could get negativity. Yeah, I'll drop the freaking mic on that one for sure, S-Coop. Are you kidding me? That was insane. You know what's nuts is I was thinking to myself, I'm going to call the show because it's 12:30 and I got to get ready for another real estate day. What do you freaking know? We write 3 songs. Well, 2. The other one I'd already written, but now we have add-on. We've actually seen that. If you go back and watch Wicked Games, which somebody asked me to play the song Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. I don't know the song Wicked Game, so I wrote a song called Wicked Games, and it's a cool tune. Actually, I'll play it for you. And the song is 2 pieces. I wrote one with my hat on 4 months before, and then I lost the piece of music. I happened to be on TikTok one day, and I'm looking at something I dropped, and I saw this piece of music, and I was like, what the frig? Where did this song go? And I'm looking through all the songs I released. I'm like, it must be on one of the albums. I'm releasing all these albums. I'm like, I can't find it on any album.
and I can't find it in any video on anywhere. I didn't drop it as on a playlist. And I'm like, how did this song not get out there? And so I was dropping it as a 2-minute and 25-second song, and I'll tell you why. I went on and I realized that the reason I never dropped it is it pissed me off. I was right in the middle of writing it. And right in the middle of writing it, YouTube cut me off the air about 2 minutes and 25 seconds in. I did about 12 minutes, guys. So that means 11 minutes and change, or 10 minutes, whatever it was, disappeared. I never saw it. I remember it being so good, and I was upset that I lost it. So I was like, screw this. I threw it aside, never watched it again. Well, you know what? When I found it on TikTok, that's why I was so excited when I found it on TikTok, because I tried to drop it as a 2-minute and 25-second clip. And that night, I decided instead to write more to the song. So what you got here is 2 different versions coming together as one. And what's interesting about that is I'm going off of memory, off of playing it from months earlier, and then I just added onto it later that night when I heard it for the first time. I was like, this song needs another verse, another chorus. So I wrote this. Isn't the Grinch cool? So Kathleen, let me put that on real quick. Yeah, this is the other one I wrote tonight, guys. That's Back to the Future, Mark. This is Grinch. Mr. Grinch. Oh, I got more for this one.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You're foul as can be. Oh, Mr. Grinch, nobody wants you come by the house, no, Mr. Grinch. Yeah, go on, Mr. Grinch, yeah. Don't you come back until the new year comes. Cause Christmas time, we don't want you in the way, in the line of fire. Yeah, when Santa Claus comes down, bring us all the goodies.
I'm literally, now I've pushed it. I'm tired. I got enough out of that song earlier. The Grinch is a cool tune though, right guys? Bing, biggity boo in it. Now, how many people are here? What's good is that you guys, most of you didn't see the intro to the show, which is going to be the outro to the show now too. I'm going to do the show and I'm going to say goodnight to you guys, and then I'm going to let it play. I may let it play 1 or 2 times while I'm here working and finishing up my night, and then I may pop on still and say goodnight at the end. I don't know. I'm still testing that. I may just end it at 2 hours because people don't want to. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's almost 1 in the morning. Maybe I'll just call it tonight. But I'm thinking if I start earlier enough some nights, I'll leave it play. Or perhaps I'll let it play once through at the end of each show, so you guys have an extra 10 minutes and change in order to say goodnight to each other. And we could chat, and I can come into the chat as well while it's playing and say goodnight. And what did you guys like about the show? What was cool about tonight's show? I think personally, we did Santa Claus is Coming to Town. We did new Grinch song, a new Santa Claus Coming to Town song. And then we added on to what's going to be a ridiculous, Santa Claus is run, 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 run. Santa's on the run. Yeah. Santa's on the run. Ooh. Santa got the job done. Santa's on the run, run, Rudolph. Run, run, Rudolph. Let me play this for you because I mentioned it and I want you guys to hear how this song came together.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley.
Hi,
from
Nicole.
Sandy Hill Prom.
Listen, this is a song, Nicole, that everybody needs to hear. It's called Wicked Games.
You booked a cozy Verbo mountain cabin.
And as I said,
with a
there's
kitchen where everyone can chef.
143
Wicked Game.
Chris Isaac. I'm not sure if I know that. There's
Wicked
143
Game by Chris-
songs on iTunes and Spotify that were just like this. They happened live in the moment. And instead of saying, I don't know
Wicked
Wicked
Game
Games,
by
I
Chris
wrote a
Isaac.
song. I'm not sure if I know that. Here we go. You know what, though? Since I don't, I'm going to have to write a song called Wicked Game, unfortunately. That's how this show rolls. She came to find me. She
came to put me down, and I can't understand why she plays these wicked games. I took a call from her last night. She proceeded to scream at me. Then she said she loved me at the end. Oh, why does she play those wicked games? She plays wicked games with my mind, you see. Your wicked games. Your wicked games. I know your wicked games. No, I won't say I gotta go. Bad enough, I'm away now. Middle of the night, the phone rings. Hey, honey, don't you know I need you right now? But I'm sleeping, I need my rest. I've got to work in the AM. I don't care, get yourself over here before I leave you for good. Why does she play those wicked games? She plays wicked games with my mind, you see. I left my keys at home today. Here's the tie-in. Can't go anywhere anyway. Sitting in the passenger seat in the car, driving all day so far, wondering when we're going to get somewhere. I can open the door and get away. She's been holding me down. She's been taking me out. My mental state is not what it should be. Why does she play those wicked games? Wicked games. Pull up to the cabin, open up the door, go and see if I can get some time alone. Maybe in the bathroom, maybe outside while she washes up. I don't know, I need a time to take a breath, a break from all these wicked games, yeah, yeah. I'm over your wicked games, I wanna say I gotta go. Bad enough, I'm away your now wicked games, no, I wanna say check out the enemy. She keeps on shooting at me, yeah. With her wicked tongue, yeah. Now I'm on the run, running down the mountainside, got my thumb out, I'm hitching a ride, trying to find my way out of the wicked game, yeah. I'm sick of all the wicked games. My way I'm sick of all your wicked games, yeah. No, you can't come back no more. I'm on my way out the door. You got no, yeah.
What? I almost didn't drop that song, guys. I almost let that one fall to the wayside if it wasn't for TikTok and adding that little clip in there at some point. I never would have remembered that I created the first 2 minutes and then written the rest of it. There's one part there at the end that there's a vocal thing. I don't even know. I did some of it earlier tonight, but it's changing the voice to make noises within it. It's crazy. Did you hear that? Wiki games, like some weird thing. I can't even recreate it now. That's how the passion of the moment takes me. Check this out. I'm
stressed out. Candy bars and chips and donuts, gaining weight. But since I
come out of the Renaissance show, you'll feel better. Check this out.
You can't come back now.
I heard it. Right here. Right there. Sorry, I missed it. Listen to this. Just listen to this. It's the next bit. Right here. What is that? What is that, guys? Did you hear that? What is that? That's insanity right there. Okay, do it again. What is that? Guys, woo! I always forget about the songs we write until we play them again. But man, that was a crazy one. Wiggy games. That was what it was like. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. That's what I do. You guys start doing that. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. That's what it is. It's rolling off and down on it. That's some craziness right there. Like, it was just all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be doing that in songs now. I just made it up. It's a thing. Yay. Right? Yay. What are we talking about over here? Yay. That's just funny. Chicago. We're here tonight. I'm out of my freaking mind. I love it. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. Wiggy games. You know what I'm saying when we do that? You know, it's an interesting thing. You may not believe this to be true, but it is 1,000% true. I don't know anything about music. I just come up with whatever I hear and I play it. But I don't know any of the notes. I don't know any of it. I don't know any of the songs I'm writing. I don't know anything. I just let the moment take us somewhere. And crazy things keep happening. You know, we keep writing crazy stuff. And Wiki Games is a good example. But all the songs, every song we've written here this year has been just out of this world. And if you go and listen to one specifically, you can get lost in it. In every single song, 143 of them, you can get lost in every single one of them. Because there's a message there. There's a message in every single one of the songs. So, I'm going to play you guys a little something here on the way out. It's going to be, this is our intro and outro, but I'm going to give this a 10-minute, I think it's 11 minutes on the dot. This is our intro, and it will now be our outro as well. I think it's a good thing that you guys see what we've done here. You know, this is an overview of most of the shows that have taken place in the show that I've created on this show. The movies, you see a link to, or not a link, but you see about the movies. Just a reminder, because you may not know, we've done so much here. I still missed a lot. Jurassic Mark, you know, Invisible Mark. A lot of the funny things we did, I still didn't find pictures of to put in there and do a little once over on. But I think 11 minutes is enough. The Dr. Evil clip, I think, is pretty good. I just have to do some cleaning up here. There's a couple things at the end during the demo that I have to fix. And then I want to bring the volume up at the end for Stop the Hate. So when we're listening to it that last minute, where we're getting ready for me to show up, Bang Biggity Boo style, that we're all like, full volume in it. You know what I mean? I want a full volume it. And we're going to be like, guys, tonight we killed some crazy music. That Grinch tune was fire. Oh goodness, the Santa Came to Town. I literally finished up Grinch and I went right into Santa Claus Coming to Town, and my own version of it. It was crazy, right? What does that mean? We are, guys, I got to get them done then, because we are at the 10th, and that means I have roughly 10 songs written for Christmas. We need 3 more songs and I'm done. I could even put 3 instrumentals on the Christmas album. I'm sure I have songs within the whole, you know, playlist that have a Christmas vibe to them. Maybe I'll put at least 1 or 2, and then I don't have to stress myself. I don't have to stress myself out anyway. We wrote so far 8 or 9 songs in the first 10 days of the year. So we needed to get 13 done by some point of the month, but I want to have this Christmas album done and out on like the 18th if possible, which means I have to write 2 or 3 more songs, get them all edited for you. This is what I have to spend my time on the next couple of days. I have to stop working on all the CDs, because honestly, they're up now. You can go to markpires.com and you can look and you can order CDs. You can order gear. I'm getting my Beat Seat shoes. They should be arriving any day. I can't wait. And I got gear. I got a Facce shirt. I think I got a couple of things. I'm not sure what I ordered now that I think about it, but I ordered a few things, especially the shoes. I want to see how they play on the Beat Seat. And I'll show those off to you as soon as they arrive. But you can go to markpires.com, check out all the gear. You can see the clips. I'm going to be putting this video up, by the way, up on my site. So anytime people go there, they'll see this little video about the show. I'm going to make 2 versions, I guess. One that doesn't have the long outro, and one that ends for that program for my website. It'll just end. I may release it as a video too for you guys to maybe watch with me one day if it's something you want. I'm not sure. Anyhow, remember, tomorrow we do this all over again, day 1076 in a row. And if you haven't told a friend what we do here every day yet, let them know that every night at 10 o'clock we get together here and we make some magic happen. It's really more like 11 lately, but I'll try to get on at 10:30 tomorrow like I usually get on. It's funny, I almost was able to break away and get on around 5 p.m. today. And I was like, I'm going to go on. But it worked out that my kids were back. And I was like, I'm hanging out with my kids, you know, and hanging out and doing some dinner stuff and chilling. But I want to get on early. I want to figure that out. I'll tell you, the day that this show is more of a focus, where I can make it a focus, I'll be on early, probably like morning, to do like the morning drive. I think we should have comedy in the morning and live songwriting in the morning and inspiration in the morning. I do it at night to wipe away your day, but how about if I started your day? It'd be pretty cool. But I got to focus on real estate. I got to make a living. So maybe one day there will be a switch off and I'll be able to go live early so we can enjoy this early in the day. But now we do it when we can. We show up when we can, fam. And we write freaking songs like we've been writing. Oh, how do these songs not get any play? It's amazing to me. Like Wicked Games, I have no idea how many views or listens that has on Spotify or whatever, but that's the type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's what needs to be done. Yeah, right, Jacqueline? It's good to have that. Yeah, I agree, D. It's good to have this. At least it shares details. It shares the shows we've done, the albums that are out. And then there's some comedy bits. You get to know a little bit behind the scenes about what these things are, sometimes, here's the thing. If I go into a thing during the show about and I have to put something in about Joanne so you guys know that that's a part of the show. Like, I've been talking to Joanne, people are like, what's going on here? This is hilarious, but what is going on? Who are you talking to? And I'm like, nobody. It's a figment of my imagination. I'm just creating comedy for you guys. It's live improvisation. But Joanne, if you guys know within the intro that there's a lady that's Joanne, that's my first idea was this. My first idea was to actually take little video clips of all these shows and actually let them play. I would let like a little 30-second snippet of some of the Batmark versus Supermark of Three's Company, all these little clips play and be like, that's the intro, the commercial, the intro is like, you get to see some of the movies. You know what? No, you see the pictures. I'll talk through them, and then you wait and see, because you gotta go and watch them. If you are watching this commercial at all and you're like, oh my goodness, you did a Ladies Man, I gotta go find that. You know what I mean? Go and find it, because you got to look at all these things. They're there. If I have a little clip in this little intro here, Waterworld, Stuck on Mars, there's 8 or 9 episodes of Stuck on Mars. It's a freaking crazy comedy show I did. And we have Back to the Future, Mark, which is going to be the next movie. So all of these things we talk through, so at least you have an essence of what the show is. And then at the end, there's a little bit of inspiration in some of the quotes I've written. And I'm going to be switching those quotes up, from time to time, in order to make this video just feel really unique always. And hopefully it's something that you could come here and you could just, if you're like in a bad mood and you're like, look, I don't have that much time, but I just want to watch that intro, because there's some pretty funny voiceover stuff in here as well. So I would say, if you haven't yet, head over to YouTube, give me a subscribe, give me a follow here on TikTok as well, live every day for the last 1,075 days in a row. This is today 1,075 in a row. But I'm playing this outro right now that you won't be able to see on TikTok yet. Head over to YouTube in order to watch it. And the link is in the bio. I'm live every single day, but you don't want to miss the content on YouTube. There's so many different comedy shows, so many different songs, so many different inspirational moments within the shows. And this is the ultimate positivity platform. If you haven't figured that out yet, and you're scrolling away from just what you need right now. This world is filled with scroll. You need to connect to something again, something that's real and something that's here for you. It's not something that's here for an agenda, except for the agenda of spreading positivity. That's an agenda, I guess you would say. But my agenda is to bring positivity to the world and to prove to people that we're not all filled with hate. We actually are filled with more love than we're given credit for. And so I've shown up for 1,075 days in a row. So when people start throwing the word racist and all this stuff at people because of skin color, I'm like, holy cow, we all did miss the point, didn't we? Because I voted for Barack Obama the first time around. I said the first time. And I think a lot of people did, and a lot of people voted for him the second time. So we don't go back in history for 250 years, 100 years, 150, 300 years. No, you don't do that. We progress, and we've done that. And I think the idea that all of a sudden we're pretending things are different because of trying to support some crazy ideology that should never be a part of this country, we're really in trouble when we start doing that. When the people who are speaking the truth, the ones that are standing out on top of a mountain and saying, hold on a minute, something's off here, are being censored and suppressed, there's a problem there. When you have a guy who's doing this every day for 1,075 days in a row, waddling around 2,000 followers on TikTok, and there's a guy out there just saying, go and get the bugaboo, go get your booster, and he's got 750,000 followers. He has no talent. I'm not trying to go after anybody, but he came after me, so I'm just saying it. Zero talent. I watched. I was actually afraid. I was nervous because the way he was being a jerk that night he came into the show. I was like, this guy must be like the ultimate genius of all geniuses comedically, and maybe he's writing beautiful songs. He's got a great voice. Like, I'm waiting to see. I went to this page, and I was like, this is his page? He's going around just yelling at people, telling them to get the bugaboo, and that they're all horrible people because they didn't get the booster. I'm like, that's why they gave him 750,000 followers. No talent, just preaching a message that they need to be spread. My message they don't want you to hear, because it's about us coming together. And you do what you want to do in order to feel safe and happy. Life is short. I want you to keep that smile of yours on your face, not to be terrified because you had to put something in your shoulder that they forced you to put in your shoulder. If you need to do it because you want to do it and you did it, then good for you. But don't go out of your way to do it. and lose that possibility to have your smile, the thing that you were born with, and to have it all intact. That's on you. That's something you're allowed to keep. You just have to forcibly fight for it, possibly. We'll see if that happens. Anyway, fam, 1:15 in the morning. I think we have to call this a night. I'm going to say this. If you're over here on TikTok, I appreciate you. If you give me a follow, I appreciate you would do that because I've been live for 1,075 days in a row. Tomorrow we do it again, and we're almost at 3 years in a row live every single day for 2+ hours. This is the show, live comedy, live improvisation comedy, live inspirational music, and just straight up positivity. So anyway, I'm saying goodnight over here on TikTok. Peace out, people. See you tomorrow. But fam, I'm going to play this thing for you. So on the way out, you have a chance to say goodnight to each other and chat it out instead of being cut off right here at the end. But remember, tomorrow, we do it all over again, fam and friends. We gather, we connect, we lift each other up into the light and shut ourselves off to the darkness of the world. We understand it's there. We're not pretending it's not there. We're not being ignorant at all by any means. We're just being realistic and understanding that there's way more out there than they're allowing us to see. And when it comes to the positivity that we are allowed to share and that we need to find, that is the one that you need to keep in focus. And when you can't get it from them, you have to realize why. It is the opposite of what they want right now. So, until tomorrow, fam and friends, Sid, my brother, Jacqueline Grace, Kathleen Danford, and Trish Killian. You guys are awesome. I can't wait until we do it again tomorrow. But remember, until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Stick around. I'm playing our outro/intro. Until tomorrow, family friends. Have a great night. If I can find it. Where did I put it? Let's try that again, family friends. Until tomorrow, when we absolutely do it all over again. And when we get this correct, and we can just go right into it, and ribbity-ribbity-roo right into the bit. You know what I mean? Until then, family friends, I do love you. I will see you tomorrow. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pires, Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather round. The Mark Pires Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on. I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil, Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil, it's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you.
Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pires Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 143 songs have been written and released into this world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. We've created 2 feature films this year, Batmark vs. Supermark, and Three's Company, the Breakup Artist. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Facce. And then of course Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me, just saying. Hammerlin Jamison's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BB Poo Poo. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BB Poo Poo, Pee Pee Poo Poo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shiggity Boo Boo. Oh, look, people are still on the fence, Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pires of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows. And, I'll just let them play through. Facce Mulder. Sonny, you still got the cough? And then of course I saved the world. Saved all the animals and stuff too. Zucker Chooch, Donald Trump Show. Make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Mark says, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leonardo da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that friggin' red, like murdering a family. That was O.J. Simpson of the 1600s.
Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint the ceiling? Got it.
Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin.
Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity.
I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it, and they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Doing the fifth and taking all that work?
And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Mark and M's the man now, but I paved the way as the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one.
Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. Abram Mark Lakin? You didn't know it? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guy, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. In there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to beatseat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone, everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Okay, fam, hope you enjoyed the intro / outro. I'll be making a couple changes to it and make it perfect for tomorrow. And I look forward to joining you again tomorrow night. Until then, you know I love you. Have a great night.